hot Australian players were coming out and dominating the tour. What if they all came from northern Michigan?
It would be wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And I'm sure that under Brad's tutelage, there will be plenty good ones come up out of this academy.
Yeah, well, we have a lot of good ones already, and it's just a little more time.
Well, you introduced me to some of a couple of the kids, or 3 kids yesterday.
Right.
And I watched them hitting the ball. They look to have some serious ability.
They do. They can get it going, that's for sure. They're on the e-golf tour right now, so hopefully they'll get through Q School coming up in a couple of months and start making a living at it.
Speaking of guys who can hit the ball, Tiger Woods is in the lead after one round of the Barclays yesterday. That surprises a lot of people. Shot 65. He's tied with Vaughn Taylor. Here's what he said yesterday about his game and his reworked swing.
It's exciting to hit the ball, flush like this again. That's something I've been missing all year. I haven't hit it flush. It felt good to hit the ball and shape it both ways and really hit it through the wind.
Brad, is that new coach making a difference that quickly?
I think Sean Foley's going to be great for him. He's not such a face and plain kind of guy. He's going to work his body a lot more than what the other teachers have done for Tiger. And you got to put your body in the right spot, and your sequencing has to be correct. And plain and face are all great, and it's very, very important in working the golf club the right way. But your body has to work correctly too, and that was the one thing that you could see with Tiger that, everybody talked about how he got stuck behind himself and all that. Well, it's a product of what he was doing with his body too, and I think Foley's going to be a great coach for him over the next few years.
How could you be that much of an elite player and then lose it?
Well, just look what he went through. I mean, it's a fragile game out there, and if you are not 110% into what you're trying to do, I mean, you're competing against the world's greatest players out there, and there's 144 of them in an event or whatever there are, but those guys are good, and if you're not on your game, if you're not 100% focused into what you're trying to do, I mean, there's no chance for you. And I'm sure Foley, besides working on his mechanics, is also, it's a little bit of confidence to Tiger too, that he's trying to do something. He's finally got something to work on. He's going in a certain direction, and Tiger can play without a coach. There's no doubt about it. But a coach is more than just trying to teach your golf swing. It's trying to give you confidence and trying to be a friend out there to you, and be on your team, and that's what you need out there. It's a lonely game out there. You're on your own, and once Tiger gets that swagger back, he's going to be back.
I suppose you could compare it to someone who's aging, who plays at their club and hits their drive and say, yeah, in the old days I used to be able to hit it over that hill.
Right.
But they can't get it back. You're saying Tiger can get it back.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's the world's greatest golfer, and in my opinion, he's probably the best golfer there ever has been. And I know there's probably some argument to that, but
who's the greatest golf announcer there's ever been?
We're sitting right next to him. Absolutely.
Thanks for putting on the Ben Wright Invitational again. People love to meet Ben. They find out that he's not a pompous. What did you call yourself?
Pompous British ass.
No, you're not that at all. We love him here in Michigan. And thank you for having us here, Brad Dean.
Love to have you here, Michael.
CrystalMountain.com. Television viewers, thanks for being with us. Radio listeners, stay right where you are. There's another hour of this coming your way all across the state of Michigan with Ben Wright and Michael Patrick Shields.